Hi, Taurus, Sun, Moon, Ascendant, or Venus. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 30th, 2022 New Moon, Black Moon reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So what's very interesting here, Taurus, is the energy that's coming forward is like everything's being shaken up. I just see like, I don't know if it's a crash. I don't want to say crash, but it's like everything is just like, it was like being blindsided. And it can be we're coming out of an energy that just absolutely blindsided us. And that's what I really feel like it is. It's like we're getting our footing after being, I don't know if it's like knocked down or feeling like we were hit by a Mack truck. You know, there could be somebody saying like, oh, I feel like I was hit by a truck. You know, when you just feel like super achy or when you just feel super overwhelmed, that's saying that people use. So that's what I'm seeing right here at this time, where it's like, wow, I just feel like that really hit me. So acknowledging that is going to be very important for this moon, because this is the new moon. This is a solar eclipse. This is a lunar eclipse. This is a black moon. And this is the first time this has happened since August 2020. So the energy here, I really do feel like we're coming full cycle. And it can be the time since August 2020 where we just feel like, now I'm getting my footing. Now I'm understanding what I need and how I need to move forward. So let's look at the chakra, not the chakra energy. Let's look at the energy that we need to be mindful of. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Ooh, that one right there. Okay. It is the Four of Swords. And what immediately came from Spirit is that we're not resting. We're not resting. We're not taking care of ourselves. We need to be mindful of this. We need to be mindful of a person who's pushing us too hard. We need to be mindful of energy that's pushing us, that we ourselves aren't taking breaks, aren't taking care of ourselves. That's going to be very important during this time. It's almost as if I can just keep going. Like I just have to keep going. And Spirit's saying, no, you also have to sleep. You also have to rest. You also have to take care of yourself. So let's look at the chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Psychic development. So this new moon is in Taurus, meaning that everything's going to be amplified for you during this time, Taurus. So what we have here, third eye chakra opening up, psychic development, psychic instincts, a real sense of a lot of power, a lot of instinct is coming my way. So what we're going to see is an opening up of our eyes, an opening up of ourselves. We're seeing things that before were hidden from us. And as we're seeing, as we're understanding, we're able to move ourselves forward. This can also mean that there's a toxic energy around us as we're cleansing our own energy, as Spirit, the universe, is cleansing our energy, awakening us. There is a sense here with the psychic development that we're releasing a lot of the negativity that has been holding us back. We might see our friend group change. We might see, the places that we hang out change. It's like we're going for energy. We're going for atmosphere. And that atmosphere isn't just aesthetically. It is, I need to feel. I need to feel connected. I need to feel beautiful here. And that's going to be very important. So let's talk about this moon for just a minute. This is a new moon, and it says here, prosperity lies ahead. And that is something that we're definitely taking into account during this time, that prosperity lies ahead for us. But we also deeply need stability, which is not going to be something that we're easily satisfied with right now, meaning we're always looking for bigger, for better. And that's why it says prosperity lies ahead. But we have to make sure that we're accepting the changes that are coming in our lives. We're accepting that change is a part of our lives, and that we need to really embrace a solid foundation as we're building, and also accepting ourselves, because if we don't accept ourselves and we don't respect ourselves, what we're going to see is that the energy of I need to acquire comes, and we'll start acquiring things that we don't need, we don't want, and just kind of waste our money. So that's coming forward. It says here with the new moon and the new moon eclipse, expect powerful change. And it's immense. It's immense and it's emotional. We feel like our hearts are new. We feel like our lives have broken down and now we're being rebuilt again. And we're facing truths that we would have rather not have faced. But by facing them, we're embracing strength and we're learning and we're empowering ourselves. We can run away. That is definitely an option here, where it's like, I don't want to face this, with the psychic development, with the psychic energy coming forward, with the energy of just realization and power. We can say, I don't want to face this. But what Spirit is showing us is that by opening up our door and seeing ourselves and seeing the energy that's around us, we're calling forward betterment. And that's going to be really powerful. So let's look at the tarot. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. So we have the Three of Cups, the Devil, and the Devil again. So this deck came with duplicate cards. I just put them in because I was like, okay, what Spirit brings, Spirit brings. So there's something here, which is very interesting. There's something here where we have been betrayed. Now, I don't know if we've been doubly betrayed by a Capricorn coming forward. That could very well be the case. The Devil represents Capricorn energy. There is also a sense, and it can be like from December to this point, it has been from, okay, so Capricorn time frame, November 22nd to December 21st. It has been one betrayal after another, after another. No, I'm sorry. December 22nd to January 19th. That's Capricorn time frame. December 22nd to January 19th. One betrayal after another, after another. And it's like, what the heck is going on here? It started then, it's building forward. So here, there is such a power of, I don't know who to trust. I'm not sure I can even trust myself to make the right decisions in trusting people, because the people that once celebrated me, that I once celebrated with, they're chained to their own desires, their own beliefs, what they want, and they're not seeing me. So that's going to be something to recognize and to acknowledge during this time. I am not being seen the way I need to be seen. And that's why during this time, it's so important to us to open up the door and to say, I'm moving forward for me, period, and stop. I need to do what's right for me and not be sweet-talked by anybody else. But there's also this energy here of people are working with us in a way that they haven't before. And we're going to see a lot of the ties that had broken things. This is where it gets tricky, because a lot of the times, the ties that have left things broken are starting to be mended. Now we're coming to the table with a heck of a lot more knowledge than we've come to before. We're not really interested in lies, deceits, the same trappings that we got into before. We see it. And there's a really big sense of, I'm embracing what I love, I'm embracing what I need, I'm embracing the people who celebrate me, and I'm not being used or abused anymore. We're also going to see that we're looking at ourselves and what we want, and we're saying, is this what I really want? Or is this just something that's alluring, something that I think I should be wanting, and yet isn't right? So there's going to be something that comes forward. It seems very alluring, very well presented, it's packaged nicely, but it's not where our heart needs to be. There is again a celebration coming through from somebody who was getting in our way immensely. And now we're starting to see ourselves like finding a rhythm, and it's because we don't trust that person completely at all. But it's like, I know your number. I see you now. So this is a very powerful thing where we could be in the same situation that we were in. We don't need to like blow everything up and start all over again, change jobs, move house, everything like that. That doesn't need to be done. It's coming in with my eyes wide open. I'm seeing this world. I'm seeing this for what it is. I'm not being pulled back in. I'm not being as naive, as trusting as I was before. So that's going to be very powerful. Now let's look at what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides show me clearly. Ooh, right here. We have the full moon eclipse and the full moon in Leo. So it says here, conclusions are within reach, and don't let pride get in the way. So conclusions are within reach. We're going to start to see things coming together. Again, in the trap that we feel like we were in before. And again, this started Capricorn time frame, or I'm just seeing very strong Capricorn energy coming forward with this, or somebody who was, doesn't necessarily have to be a Capricorn, somebody who was too fixated on facts and numbers and rules and regulations and constricting and constriction that is being seen. And it's saying conclusions are within reach. There is a way to express. There is a way to move forward. Don't let pride get in the way. So that's, again, not letting anger take over, not letting emotions take over. It will be very easy during this time, from the black moon, from the new moon, from, the eclipse that's coming. It will be so easy to let our emotions just absolutely take over. Absolutely take over. Have our sight clouded. Don't let pride take over, because it's going to want to. It's going to want to, Taurus. It's like, if you did this to me, I'm going to get back at you. And Spirit's saying, no, look at what's best for you, not for anybody else, for you. You're seeing information. You're going to see things in a way they weren't presented before, in a way that starts to open up different doors, different avenues. And you're going to see that it becomes life-changing. It really, really does. The people you had once trusted, not the right people. Okay, lesson learned. But you're not chained anymore. You're not. The devil is coming forward and saying, what chained you? What chained you? You're breaking free. It brings us then to angels and spirit guides. Show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. It brings us to the Tower. Makes perfect sense. The moon. Yeah, this moon changes everything. The Seven of Pentacles. Have patience. Five of Wands. The fighting is ending. Have patience. The fighting is ending. I really like that. So the Tower shows powerful, powerful change. It doesn't have to be traumatic change, but it is enough that it changes the foundation. It changes the way we look at things. It changes what we're seeing. But I almost see this, I do see this as breaking free and being able to spread our wings. It's like our wings were confined. Now I can break free. Now I can move forward. The Tower has crumbled. But I see this more not as, something beautiful has crumbled, but the cage has crumbled. It might have been a beautiful cage, but it still held me back. So as this crumbles, we start to see ourselves. We start to see what we want, but we also start to see how we were restricted. This moon breaks down a lot of barriers for us. It breaks down a lot of emotional chaos, hurt, pain, disappointment. It also opens up new doors and new avenues, but it has us looking at things with such honesty, with such openness, that we might actually find that to be disturbing. It's like, ooh, I don't want to be this real with myself. Like, what the heck is going on here? It brings us to the Seven of Pentacles. The Seven of Pentacles, prosperity, success, patience, hard work, dedication. Things are going to pay off even though we're not seeing it. We might be seeing the money go out. We might be seeing that there's more things that we need and more things that we need, but there's prosperity coming forward. Also be mindful. Be mindful of the spending during this time, because just as this moon can bring us to spend in order to feel that, that self-worth, it can also bring others to spend for that reason. And so Spirit is really saying here, be very mindful of how the money's being spent, on why the money is being spent, but also be very mindful of what your long-term goals are, because we're really laying the foundation during this moon for a powerful way forward, for a successful way forward. The Five of Wands is fighting. This is fighting. This is things that have gotten out of hand that shouldn't have gotten out of hand. All right? And there's a real sense here of now we're walking away from the fighting. Now the fighting is ending. We're also learning how to walk forward for ourselves and maybe even by ourselves. There is an energy here of, I thought I needed more. Like, I thought I needed all these 5 people, like, at the table helping and seeing and working, but I'm just getting too many cooks spoils the pot. So being very mindful that sometimes having one person working on things or looking at things, that's going to be the best thing. That's going to bring the calm. It doesn't mean that we don't ask for help, and it doesn't mean that we don't need help, but it does mean that we're not, absolutely dependent on anybody else. There's power within ourselves. The Eight of Cups is an ending. It's a powerful ending. Just as we embrace the Tower here, the Eight of Cups is a sense of, I need to walk away. I need to move forward. I need to look at this. And it can be, we're leaving the past in the past. We're not bringing this up. We're not chaining ourselves down anymore. But it can also be, okay, now I move forward. Now I know where you stand. Now I know who you are. Now I move forward in what I need, in what I want, in what I desire for me. This moon is bringing a lot of revelations, a lot of things forward that, again, would have just kept on being hidden. And it's going to be uncomfortable, but it's going to be beautiful. So let's see what the moon has to say for herself. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. We have wisdom and we have power. So this is the full moon. There is power in the wisdom that comes, but there's also illumination. We're moving towards the next full moon, which I believe is on the 16th of May. There is a sense of wisdom, insight, ideas, greater understanding, greater knowledge coming forward. Are we willing to take it, or are we going to stay chained in the past? There is an energy that wants us to be stuck. And it's an energy that says, I want you to be held back. I don't want you to see. I don't want you to understand. And what we're going to see here is that through the darkness, through the quiet, through the embrace of peace, or at least the offering of peace that comes forward, it brings tranquility. It brings us an illumination that comes from darkness. It brings us a light that is quiet and gentle. And that's what we need right now. And so there's just, I see somebody here, they want to fight. They want to keep this going. They want to keep the trauma and the drama, and they'll just talk about it and talk about it and talk about it till, you kind of just want to put your hands over your ears and yell, la, 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 la. So acknowledging that is going to be important. And also acknowledging if that's us. Don't shoot the messenger here, but Spirit is saying if it is us that keeps dredging this up, it's because pride is getting in the way. It's because, we're not looking at the conclusions that are coming, the knowledge that is coming, and we need to quiet ourselves so that we can see it. It brings us then to angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. Ooh. The Hermit, the Lovers. Okay, we're going to do more. The Spirit's saying angels. Okay. The Hermit, the Lovers, the World, the Nine of Pentacles, and the Four of Cups. Okay. So can you see all that? I hope so. We start off with the Hermit. There's a sense of, I need to go inward. It's almost like I need to stop the chaos from coming forward. I'm shutting the door. I'm connecting with me. There can even be conversations that need to be but one-on-one. And a thinking of the words, a presenting of the words quietly, slowly, beautifully. There is a sense of coming back together. It's like there's real love here. There's real love. There's real connection. There's real beauty. Let us see this. Let us understand this. There is a corruptive force that is going to be like, no, I want it this way. We have to try very, very hard not to let that disrupt the way that we're moving forward, because it will be so easy to. Somebody wants to keep on doing it the old way. And there's a new way here that is going to open up doors. Okay, so that has to be acknowledged. The Lovers comes in. Excuse me. There are two sides to every story. There are two ways of looking at that things. This also has to be acknowledged. There's also somebody who's a bit two-faced coming forward. If you just go off their words instantaneously, it's going to lead to a fight, or it's going to lead to misinformation, keeping us moving in a wrong direction. I'm just going to take a sip of water. Okay. So what this is, and not in these decks because it's not shown as clearly, but the Devil energy is the opposite of Gemini energy. Gemini energy in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck is the angel blessing the two people. Here it's the devil. In the devil, it's the devil chaining the two people. So there's a blessing that's coming forward, that's opening up the world. We have to make sure that the chains of the past, antiquated ideas, that's what keeps on coming forward, antiquated ideas aren't holding us back. The world is opening. And that's going to be a little overwhelming. It's like, oh my gosh, once kind of everybody gets out of our way and we get out of our own way, the world opens. It brings us to a place of prosperity, but also kind of it's a little bit of a lonely, hard work. It's like, okay, this is my time. I need to put, my nose to the grindstone. Just keep going, just keep going, just keep going, just keep building. It's going to open us up in a direction that we weren't prepared for. But the Four of Wands, the Four of Cups, is a sense of, okay, listen, you're looking over here. You were thinking about it like this. You were taking in this energy of doubt and fear and negativity. Divinity is handing you a gift. Broaden your mind, broaden your eyes, look at things in a different way. Again, this is pulling us back to the energy of the Three of Cups. People to celebrate, yes, but also people who want to keep you out of the loop. So be very mindful of what you're being, it's not what you're being told. Yeah, it's what you're being told to focus on, or kind of, it's bullied. It's bullied to focus on. And it's also kind of sitting there licking your wounds and not saying, okay, listen, I learned and I see you. Because there's an energy here, Taurus, where Spirit is just like showing me an eye opening, and it's saying, I see you, I see you, I see you. You're seeing more clearly than you think. Keep it to yourself, but keep moving forward. It's like, wait till you have enough built up and then push the boundary, and then push the boundary, because you'll be surprised with how much force or knowledge or insight or how many ideas you have, and how that's a game changer. Okay, let's look at the moon once again. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. Gemini energy coming through again. Again, very strong Leo energy during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. And now Pisces energy, which again, very strong because the moon has come forward. Okay. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. Faith, release, boundaries. So communication is key, and we have to have faith that we're actually communicating, because there's a sense of, I feel like I'm talking and talking and talking. Nobody's listening. Somebody is listening. There is a connection here. It is powerful. We need to also not shut down, because it's going to be very easy for us to say, nobody's listening, nobody cares, I'm shutting down. Spirit is saying no. It's saying also, look at what needs to be done, take the ego out of it, focus on what you desire, because confidence is your key to success, and it is going to show us releasing so much negativity, so much hurt, so much pain, so many disappointments that have kept us held back, that have kept us silent. I'm just seeing tape over the mouth. So it's kind of like, it has kept us silent, but also it is teaching us how to breathe in calm. So breathing through your nose, it calms you down, calms down your blood pressure, everything like that. So there's a sense of confidence is key to success. Don't let all your secrets out as you're releasing the negativity that has held you back. And also know that what you are focusing on, what is coming into your realm of being, is so important. And meditate and contemplate. Set up clear boundaries. Also, give yourself time, because, again, blood pressure is rising high, blood pressure is rising high. There needs to be a level of calm that comes through here. There needs to be a level of beauty that comes forward. And it's going to be through literally stepping back and saying, listen, these are my boundaries. This is what I accept. This is what I don't accept, and sticking to that. Our subconscious Luna message comes from, the masculine and surrender to the divine. So there's a real sense of, there is power, there is force, there is insight, there is growth when we surrender to the divine, when we open up our eyes and we see that the moon isn't just a divinely feminine aspect. It is also reflective of a divinely masculine aspect. We need to have both to balance ourselves up, to see ourselves, to understand ourselves. And as we surrender to that, we surrender to what we are becoming. And our energy to be mindful of here is the death card, is thinking it's all dead and rotted. There's nothing here. It's like, no. Don't throw the baby out with the bath water. It brings us to our subconscious chakra energy, which is Mother Earth. And this is the Earth Star Chakra, located 6 inches above our crown. There is a real connection below our crown, the Earth Star Chakra, below our feet. There we go. And the Earth Star Chakra here is, I just see us connecting with a divine light. Is there? Yeah. This divine light right here on the Earth Star chakra, where it's like divine knowledge is coming in, but it's because I'm grounding myself. It's because I'm centering myself. It's because I'm not letting others, dictate or mandate or bring in chaos into my life, and I'm taking back control. It brings us to the Two of Cups, a healing, beautiful unity coming forward. It's a healing, beautiful love after the chaos, after the hurt, after the pain. And as that love comes forward, it brings us to the Knight of Wands. It brings us to a place where we're moving forward in our passion, in what we desire, but we have to make sure that we're not spending all the time looking backwards. What should have, what could have, what would have been, if only. So that's going to be very important, especially in elements of our career, in elements of whatever we are passionate about. We're going to have a tendency to look at the past and think, well, if I just could have changed that, or if it just could have been that way. It's done. It's over. Let us move forward. It brings us then to, the Five of Pentacles, poverty mentality, a sense of, I don't have the wealth. I don't get to be prosperous, successful. There is something here that is making us think of lack and making us think that we can't. And Spirit is saying, be very, very mindful of this mentality coming forward. There's not enough money. There's not enough this. There's not enough that. It'll cycle through our head. And Spirit is saying here, there is enough. There is enough. Don't be frivolous. Don't be excessive, of course. But there is enough to be powerful and to be bountiful and to move to a place of success. And so it's acknowledging that something's coming forward that makes us think, I always have to struggle. I always have to fight. It's always going to be a hard climb up. And there's a real energy here of, no, that's not my definition anymore. All right, Taurus. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all. And stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty that is us, and that is the light shown and not shown by this moon. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Taurus, and may you have a blessed moon.